Historically, Anabaptism was a movement of people coming out from a Roman Catholic context and deciding that Christianity needed to be more of a personal commitment to follow Christ rather than just accepting the traditions and cultural Christianity that surrounded them.
I think for the most part, the values that we have as Mennonites, as Anabaptists, are alongside the values of the Christian church across all denominations and throughout history. So we together with all Christians share a significant number of common values or common theological understandings. There is one place where it seems to me we differ, and that has to do with the place of Jesus in theological setting. And as Anabaptist Mennonites, we're saying it's the life of Jesus that helps us to understand who we are as people of God.
Some of the key Anabaptist values are a free choice of faith, a focus on the person and work and teachings of Jesus as a model for our everyday lives and our corporate life together, and a focus on service and peace and justice as a way that we live out our faith in the real world. Anabaptists also focus on the idea that every believer has something to contribute. Every believer has a place and a role within the church community. We are all priests. We are the priesthood of all believers.
Social peace and justice are concerns that we integrate in terms of how we care for our campers and our staff in the context of our summer ministry. Naturally, creation care is important to us here at camp. And most recently, we've really developed an awareness of our lack of relationship with our Indigenous neighbors, and so we've built our need or a desire to build on those relationships and getting a deeper understanding for their worldview and what we can take from that. All of these different relationships and contexts are fed by our Anabaptist values.
For me, being Anabaptist is partly about connection with my heritage and with the tradition and history of my family and everything I've learned about what those initial Anabaptists went through at the time. More importantly, maybe now, though, I feel like I find it to be an incredibly coherent and cohesive set of beliefs and ideas.
One of the key issues that Anabaptists have to engage is the difference between being Mennonite, the faith, and Mennonist, which is the kind of cultural background of German or Ukrainian or Russian folks, that we want to honor that heritage. We want to recognize the sacrifices of those who've gone before and their incredible faith, but we also want to find ways to welcome, and not just welcome, but really embrace people of all backgrounds. What does it mean for people like myself who didn't grow up with that Mennonist heritage, or Spanish-speaking folks, or Chinese-speaking folks, or all sorts of different people, to really feel like I too am a full Anabaptist. I am Mennonite, with all that means and the discipleship that brings.